Lord save me. I know these suckers really hate me. I guess they mad cause they ain't me. You can try what you want, but God is for me. Them angels all around, so you can't harm me. For nada, for water, for all your protection and your presence, blessings and your provisions.
So you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get into this thing, man. Give me Deuteronomy 1:1, give me Deuteronomy 29:1. We're gonna find out what's going on in these last days, man. We're gonna undiscover these lies. We're gonna bring out the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? And I like that beard, man. That's a mighty beard. See, the Lord said we can't cut that, right? That's a commandment. So you know you already keeping a commandment. Oh, I'm gonna show you. Bring that out.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1, and verse number 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Who was he speaking to? Okay. So we know that the Bible is talking to an audience of people. It's not talking to the whole world, right? Bring this.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29, verse 1. These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
So he even made a covenant with the people of Israel. You know what I'm saying? But people think, oh, the covenant's for the whole world. But we out here to tell you that that's not the truth. We're not doing, but we're going to show you, because you said, if you cut that beard, what's going to happen? So let's get verse 15. Let's find out what's going to happen. Come.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse number 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So if you don't want to listen to God's commandments and you want to shave your beard, read.
To observe, to do all his commandments, and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So if it's a blessing, a good thing, or a bad thing?
I think it's a blessing, but it's a blessing and a good thing.
No, but I'm asking you, is a blessing a good thing or a bad thing?
Oh, blessing is definitely.
So he said he's going to put a curse on you. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? That's discipline, right? So let's find out what some of these curses are, because somebody fit these curses in the Bible. These curses is already happening. We're going to find out what people are going through these curses. See, that's the devil right there. The devil always want to distract you from the word. But that's right. Ashatan ain't got nothing on the man of the Lord, right? Read.
Verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Who was cursed in the field? Who was picking cotton and tobacco and all that good stuff? That's right. But in this day of time, what do they call you? They call you like a black man, right? Or African American or Afro American, right? So they give us these names, but we got to go back to what God called us. See, it seems like you already got some knowledge, King, and that's all praises to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? But now that we gotta, once you learn this knowledge, it's something you gotta do. So you can't just go around calling yourself an Israelite, but you're truly not an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? The men of the Lord, they really starting to keep the commandments in these last days, and they're waking up. You know what I'm saying? So give me verse 37, and you give me verse 54.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse number 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment.
See, we will become an astonishment. What's an astonishment? Imagine it. Okay, so look, who cook like us?
Everybody cooks the same.
So you're saying a white man will outcook you?
I mean, so to speak, if he cooks good fried chicken, and my fried chicken is not as good as his.
Who dance better than us?
Well, hey. He might be able to dance better than me. He might be able to, I mean, it all depends.
Let's look at it as a nation, though. Who is dominating in those things? If you took all the so-called black men out the NBA and just left it a white thing, will we watch it? It wouldn't have that much juice. It would be boring as hell. They damn short street way the hell up here.
It would be just like the old.
Right. And it wasn't that cracking at the time. Now we watch it, we get excited. It's going, man, look, Steph Curry hit a three all the way on the other side of the damn court. Who doing those things, man? We are an astonishment to these other nations, right?
An astonishment, a proverb.
A proverb. You want to hide something from a nigga, put it in a book. That's a proverb. They like chicken. What, huh? Right, what is a nigga? Did you know nigga? Did you know they called us nigger in the Bible? Nigger. You know they called us in that? No, it was nigger. Yeah, nigger. N-I-G-R-E-R. Nigger. Well, see, when you get the definition of that word, it goes back to black. So they was calling us. Right. So look. That was 37? Keep reading on 37.
Verse number 37, and a byword.
Byword. What's a byword? I'm black. I'm African American. I'm all these things that God didn't tell me. I'm calling myself everything the white man told me, but I'm not calling myself what God told me. That's what that is. Give me verse 54.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil towards his brother.
See, because we used to have love for each other. As soon as I see you, how you doing, King? You doing good today? You need any help? How you doing? Blah, blah, blah. It says now your eyes should be evil towards your brother. When you walking in the mall, you might pass your brother and y'all mad dogging each other and have no reason for it. Instead of speaking and giving each other a knowledge or, asking how you doing, you want to be mad at your brother. Now we got Crips and Bloods. Now we got all this wickedness going on, man. But that's a curse from the Most High for breaking his commandments. Read.
And towards the wife of his bosom.
Now we're going to treat our women wrong. We might leave our wife. We might beat our wives. We might do all these things that we ain't supposed to be doing as men. But the Lord said he's going to put a curse on us, and that's what's going to happen. Read.
And toward the remnant of his children which he shall leave.
What nation of people are known for leaving their children? The American culture. So my question is, did you grow up with your father?
Yes, partially.
Partially, right? So see, that's a curse right there, because you're supposed to have your father all the days of your life until you grown and get up out that house. Well, that's another thing. But see, who kills and who does all that? Give me Deuteronomy 32 and 39. Right? Because we got to find out these things. See, we think that we have free will and we can just die if it happens. But if you die, it's because the Most High God made that happen. Read.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill.
I what?
I kill. I what? I kill. And I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
No, the physician did it.
Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
The Most High makes all these things happen, man. But right. I call him Yahweh. We go back to the Hebrew. Now, Lord, that goes back to the Hebrew, is Yahweh. Right. And then you got Yahweh Shai, which is the son's name. Right. Yahweh means he exists. You know what I'm saying? So that we go back to the Hebrew. We're not Englishmen, so we're not out here trying to learn English anymore. We want to come back to our heritage and speak our tongue. Right? What you got? Come on, bring that up.
The book of Acts, chapter 13, and verse number 1. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon.
So it was men out here doing probably exactly what we doing, trying to teach the script. And look, this is what they was called.
As Barnabas and Simeon, that was called nigger.
Oh, what?
Nigger.
See, we've been being called this over thousands and thousands of years, man. It's the King James Version. We got the 1611 as well. That's the one you should have. You know why? Because it comes with this.
I read it online.
It comes with this, the Apocrypha. I don't have an extra, but you know what? When you serve the Lord and you really serve him, you'll get that extra. But you got to really serve the Lord, because he's not going to give nobody the hidden book unless you really going to serve the Lord. Come.
They always, got us that he was tiger, right?
Right.
But right there he says black. Yeah. A surname of somebody was calling you black, right? How you would look like?
Right.
Call black.
Right.
If somebody's gonna call you black, you have to refer to
Period. That's right.
So that's the definition. That's why, you know, we can read it in the 1611, but we always use different
Versions.
Yeah.
For better understanding.
Better understanding.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
I started off NIV.
Uh-huh.
So I lost my NIV, so I started reading the Ephesians.
Okay.
And then I was going back and forth in the NIV. But then I stumbled upon the 1611, and I can read it. It breaks down better.
Well, there it is. See, because a lot of brothers can't read the 1611. And by you being able to read the 1611, and that's a blessing from the Lord, because those words are hard for me to read. I'm going to be real with you. When I tried to open it up, I said, oh my God.
Like the harder names.
Yeah.
Like that stuff, like the way
Come. Right. Okay. So you understand that you're an Israelite. You how long have you been knowing that? Right. How long have you been knowing that you was an Israelite?
Since I've been born.
Okay. So about 2-3 years maybe? Okay. Bring that up.
This is the prologue of Ecclesiasticus, what the brother was bringing out about us speaking Hebrew, not English. It says, for the same things uttered in Hebrew and translated into another tongue have not the same force in them.
When you speak something in a tongue that's not yours, say we speak English, it's not going to have the same force as if we go back to the Hebrew. So when you go back to the Hebrew, the scriptures are way more powerful. It's like, damn, this don't actually mean that. It means this. You get a better understanding when you go back to the original tongue. Read.
It says, and not only these things, but the law itself.
The law is more better when you go back to the original tongue. Right?
It says, and the prophets and the rest of the books have no small difference.
So when you go back to the Hebrew roots, when you start learning your language, because like I said, you're not an Englishman, so why are we speaking English? Because we got that thing beaten into us. And they started making us speak their language. But we actually are Hebrew Israelites from the tribe of Judah. Hebrew is the language, and Israelite is your nationality. And you from the tribe of Dan, as you said you was. So we have we can't jump on a plane and fly to the land of black or African American, because African American is the last name of 2 white men. We don't go back to white men. We go back to kings and princesses, man. What about them? Okay, give me Psalms 49:11. Hey, you got that for me? Psalms 49:11. Read.
The book of Psalms, chapter 49, and verse number 11, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever.
They think that their house is going to continue forever. They think that all these buildings and everything going to be good for forever. Read.
And their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names.
They call their lands after their own names. What's your last name? Whitlock. Do you know the history on that? Do you know where that comes from? Probably from when your ancestors were getting their back beat in, right? Right. So America was named after the white man. They came out here, they used this book right here to find this land, and when they found it, Christopher Columbus, however you want to call him, he came on this land and killed all the Native Americans. And he called this land after his own name. See, he wants to take and get involved in everything. See, that's how that happened. So I hope that answers your question.
I done did it all. Yeah, just to show y'all this truth. I done did it all.